Hey guys, what's going on? This is Awais back with another tutorial. So this tutorial is a Microsoft OneNote 2016 tutorial, and I welcome you to this class. Microsoft OneNote is a cloud-based note-taking application which is available on Mac, Windows, iOS devices and Android phones. So Microsoft OneNote stores your notes on a cloud so you can never lose them. Let's say unfortunately you lost your laptop or you lost your phone, but don't worry, you can't lose your notes because it will be stored on a cloud. OneNote is a very feature-rich note-taking application such as collaboration, sharing your notes online. The best thing about OneNote is it's freely available on Mac, Windows, iOS devices, Android phones, even it's available on the web. So if you don't have OneNote installed, don't worry, I will walk you through step by step how to download that on Windows. For the Mac, you can go to your Mac App Store and download it from there. Android devices can go to Play Store. iOS devices, you can download it from App Store, which is available freely. It's even available on the web, so you can just log in with your Microsoft ID and start using OneNote. Before we get started with the class, I want to say if you like this video, give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel. And if you have any questions, leave them in the comments below and I will answer them. Alright guys, first what I need you guys to do is open this website onenote.com. Here you can download OneNote application for Windows, Windows Store, Windows Phone, Mac, iPad, iPhone, all the platforms available here. But what I need you to download is the OneNote Clipper. Clipper is available for Chrome, Safari, Firefox, or Edge. Alright, so once you download that, we will go to our OneNote application now, and after I explain OneNote application, I will explain to you about Clipper extension for our Chrome. Alright, so I'm in a OneNote application right now. First thing what I need you to do is to make sure that you are signed in to your Microsoft account. So if you click here, you will see that if you are signed in or not. What it does, it syncs your data to your OneDrive, which is a cloud-based service of Microsoft. In the info tab, you see all your notebooks available. These notebooks available on OneDrive, and it syncs to your application. To make a new notebook, click on new and you can type a name to create a new notebook. You can save that on OneDrive or to your PC or any other place. To open a notebook, click on open. So here we get printing options. I can print notebook, I can print preview, sharing options available there, but you need to sign that to Microsoft account. You can share with people, you can get a link for sharing. Let's see the export options. So here I've got some exporting options available here. I can export to Microsoft Word, I can export that to PDF, XPS options available here. I can export a notebook, I can export a section of a notebook. So it's up to you what you want to export. Sending options available there. You can send your page or notebook or any section by email, send as an attachment, send as a PDF, and send to a Word. Or you can send to a blog as well. Click on this icon and here you get this OneNote applications. Alright, so let's have a look at the home tab. So in the home tab, I've got the general commands, cut, copy, format printer. On basic text, you got your text styles, text size, you got your bold, italic, underline, all those options what are available in any word processing software. I've got my bullets here, numbering here. I've got some color options here. You can color the text. Here you've got alignment options, align center, right or left. So the difference between OneNote and a Microsoft Word or any other word processing software is if you click here, it creates a text box. So if I click here and start typing, it's going to create a text box. If I click here, it's going to start typing and it's going to create a text box. Delete them, right click on them and click on delete. Get rid of this as well. Okay, so I've got my text styles here and I've got some tags option. If you click here, and then you see all the lists available for the tags. You can tag important, question, highlights, contact, address, all that stuff available here. You could just go and check them out. Alright, you can customize tags as well. Let's say you want to go for shopping and you want to make a list of it. If I click here and I click on to do tags, alright, so I can just type, let's say, buy laptop, buy webcam, by mobile. Alright, so I can keep that with me in my mobile, and once I'm done shopping laptop, I can just click here. That means it's been done. Alright, so you can create to-do lists. You can find tags by clicking here. I will give you a search dialog box here. You can type, let's say you can select tag name. If I click on any of the tags available here, these are the titles of my page. My sections are all of them available here, right? I can select through all notebooks, select through this notebook, I can select through this section of. Okay, so I'm gonna close that. Let's have a look at the insert, what we have in insert, right? Here it's basically insert a space. I'm gonna go and open my Revit Essential Training section. Here I've got this transcript of one of my tutorial available here. Let's say I want to make a space here. I select this option. I'm going to click and drag it down, and I'm going to leave it here. It's going to create a space here, right? This is what it does. I can insert tables to my OneNote. I can insert my file payout, file attachment. I can add my Excel spreadsheet. There's a cool feature available here. It's called screen clipping. If you click here, it's gonna let me clip any screen. So if I click and drag and I leave my mouse button, it's gonna clip that to my one notebook, which is really cool, right? For making notes, right? So I'm just gonna get rid of it now. Press backspace, it's gonna delete that. Click here, backspace, it's gonna delete that. All right. So next we have pictures option, pictures online. Pictures basically gives you option to select any picture from your computer and add to your notebook. Pictures online is basically a kind of browser. You can search through a Bing image search, or you got any pictures available on your OneDrive, which is a cloud-based service. You can bring pictures from there. You can record audio, you can record video. So I'm going to click on record audio now, and it's going to start recording my audio, right? So if I click on again, it's going to take me this recording menu. Here I can pause, stop. I'm going to stop that, and now I've got my recording file here, right? So I can play that, and I'm just going to get rid of it now. Okay, so go back to our insert tab. Here I've got my video recording as well. If I click on video recording and I go to my audio and video setting, it's going to ask me to what are my devices. I've got my microphone Blue Snowball available here, so I can select that. I can select my video recording settings, so I can select my webcam, which is HD webcam. If I click OK, and I'm gonna start my recording, I'm gonna stop that, and as you can see, this is the recording available. I'm gonna click play, so as you can see that the recording was just played. I'm just gonna get rid of it now. Okay, so the next option available in the insert tab is date and time. These are pretty basic timestamps, so you can just make a date here straight away, which is really easy. Page templates available here, equations available here, symbols are available here. Okay, so I'm gonna go to my general videos, or maybe let's say a topic, right? So I'm gonna go to my draw menu now. Here I've got my lasso tool, which basically selects any text or any diagram on my note. I've got this eraser here, I've got these pens available here. If I select this pen, I just can draw whatever I want to draw on my note. Well, this is very useful if you have a touch-based device. Let's say you've got an iPad with an Apple Pen, you can use that, which is going to work very well. Okay, so these are the options available for my pen tool. I've got my color and thickness. Click here, you can get to select any color, pen size, you can select highlighters, all that stuff available here. Click OK. I'm gonna go to one of my general videos, or maybe essential Revit training. I'm gonna highlight some of the stuff. So I'm gonna go color, thickness option. I'm gonna click on green. I'm gonna select this highlighter, make sure it's on highlight, click OK, and now I can just highlight whatever I want to highlight, right? This is how you work. So draw with touch. If you have touch-based device, you can draw that with the touch. So I've got my shapes available here, all the shapes available here, and I've got my insert space, the same option. So here I've got my delete, arrange, rotation. If you select any text, let's say if I select anything, these options will be activated, so I can delete the text, arrange them, send them to back or forward. Let's go to a review tab. Contains spelling, research, treasures. So spelling is basically if you can check your spellings. I'm gonna go click yes, so it's gonna give me errors in my note. So whatever the spelling I have wrong in my notebook, it's gonna tell me. I'm gonna delete this. Okay, so I'm gonna close this. So you got your password options available. You can set a password for a specific page or a section or a notebook. I don't want to set that now, so just to show you guys. Alright, so you got your languages available. You can select language preference here. Let's go to our review now. Review is basically a full page review. It just changes your overlook of your application. So we got your zoom in, zoom out, paper size. You can select A4. So I've got my new windows, new doc windows, all those options. So the main part I want to show you here now is basically what's the difference between OneNote and other word processing applications. So if you click here, you see all your notebooks are available. So let's say I want to go to my general notebooks. I don't have any section. So in a general notebooks, click on this create a new section, and I will type, let's say, YouTube tutorial. Alright, so I'm going to click, and here I've got my section done. On the right, you can see that the page is available in that section. So if I type, let's say, OneNote, I'm going to click on the title and OneNote tutorial, and I'll click here. So now I've got my title done in, as you can see, in a page. All right, so this is the page available here now in that section. So you can keep going and you can make as much as pages you want. Any page you create in this section, you can search from here. So let's say I will create another page. I will create another page and I will name that to Photoshop tutorial. Enter. Now I've got another page here. I can create another page with AutoCAD tutorials. Done. I've got another page here. So in this YouTube section, I can create all my tutorial list here. I can type a transcript here, and I can access them to my Android phones, my iPhone, my web-based OneNote application, or my Mac or Windows, which is really useful, right? I can draw stuff here. Let's say I want to draw, let's say I'll just draw here and type AutoCAD and all that stuff. Okay, I can even clip any of the page. Let's say if I go to my YouTube channel, I want to clip one of the video here, so I can select this, go to my YouTube channel, and I can just clip that here, and it will be in my notebook. All right, which is really cool. So I can create as much section I want here. Well, this is one of the best app to organize your stuff. So any business owner, any student should use this app, because this is the best app available right now, which lets you organize your stuff. Okay, all right, so I'm going to delete this section. So now you know you can create sections in OneNote, and you can add pages to your sections. Okay, so now I'm going to show you the clipper option, right? So let's say I'll go to my browser and I've got this clipper here. So I want to add some, let's say I'll Google something, right? I'm going to Google, and I'm going to say, let's say, chicken recipe. Okay, I'm going to go to one of the website here. This is taste.com.au. Okay, so now I've got this, right? So I can open any of the recipe here. Let's say I'll open this chicken leek and sour cream pie, right? So I've got this recipe here available here, right? So I'm gonna go and click on this OneNote clipper, and it's gonna give me some options here now. So I can, it's gonna ask me first to sign into Microsoft account. So I'm gonna click on sign with Microsoft account, and I will just sign in. Okay, I'm going to click on sign in. It's going to ask me to allow this application to use my profile data and all that stuff. All right, so now I've signed in. Now I've got these options available. I can clip the region to my OneNote page or any of the section. I can click on article, which is just basically it's going to convert all that stuff to a text, and I can just clip that. So it's up to you. I want to show you that to clip a text first. So I'm going to click on this, and I'm going to select the locations. It's going to give me all my notebooks available here. So I'm going to click on general, and I'm going to click on YouTube tutorials, and I'm going to add a note to it, chicken recipe. Okay, I'm going to click on clip. It's going to clip that page, and I'm going to click on view in OneNote. It's going to open the web-based OneNote application. Well, I don't want to do that. I'm going to go and open my OneNote applications. All right, so if I just make sure that it's syncing, as you can see, that green icon, basically it means that it's syncing that notebook, right? There you go, guys. I've got this chicken leek and sour cream pie. I'm going to click on it, and all your recipe is available in the text. How cool is that? So it's got your web address as well down there. Let's go and clip something else. I'm gonna go and change, and I'm gonna click on clipper again, and I'm gonna click on this full page this time, right? I'm gonna clip, and it's gonna clip that page, and I will see that page in my OneNote applications. Let's go and open my OneNote application, and in the YouTube tutorial section I've got, should be coming in a second because it's not syncing. Okay, so to sync that, you can right click and click on notebook sync status, right? Or you can do sync this notebook now. So I'm gonna click on sync this notebook now, and once I click, and it should be coming in. All right, so you should be seeing that page in a second. All right, there you go. So if I click here now, the whole page is available here with the recipe, and it is saved on a cloud, which you're never gonna lose it now. You don't have to go to this website to see this recipe. It's available here 24/7 on your every device. So that's the benefits of having a Clipper extension for Chrome. It's available for Safari, Edge, Firefox, any browser out there. You can find Clipper for that browser. Let's look at some more features of this amazing note-taking application. If I right click on my section, I've got a few options. I can rename that section, I can export that section straight away from here, I can delete that, I can move or copy that, I can merge into another section, right? I can copy link to section, create a new section group, and I can even apply a password to this section. Selection color, if I don't like this color for this section, so I can change that color too. Let's say I want to change this to apple. As you can see, the color has been changed now. Right click and click on move or copy, right? So now I'll get all my notebooks available. If I want to copy that section to any other notebook, let's say I'll click on YouTube and I will copy that section. If I click on copy, it is going to copy that section. If I move, it's going to move that section to this notebook, right? So I'm going to copy that, and let's go to our YouTube notebook, and as you can see that I've got my YouTube tutorial too. I've got my YouTube tutorial there, right? So I'm just going to get rid of it by right clicking and delete. Click on yes, right click, delete, click on yes to get rid of it. Let's go back to our general notebook now. So I've shown you the Clipper option, I've shown you what are the options available here, and I've shown you the draw options as well. So just if there is any question, let me know in the comments below and I will answer that. I'm gonna go to my OneNote web application now, and I'll show you what's the difference between Windows application and a web application. All right, and then after that I will show you an iPhone OneNote application as well. Okay, so I'm gonna go to my browser now. This is my OneNote application. I've already signed in to my Microsoft account. So it's gonna ask me what are the notebooks I wanna use. Alright, so I'm gonna click on YouTube notebook, and now it's gonna open that notebook. Okay, so I've got my pages available here in this notebook. I've got my sections available here. To create a section, click on this plus sign. To create a page, click on this one sign. You can find on a page, let's say if I go to my, well, let's say Adobe tutorial, do I have something in here? No, I don't. So I'm gonna click on WordPress tutorial section, and I'm gonna click. Alright, so this is what we have, right? So I'm gonna find something here. I'm gonna type, let's say, customizer. As you can see, while I'm typing, it's highlighting on the text, so it's very cool. Here I've got my home options available here as well, all those basic text editing options. I got my insert options available here. As you can see, I've got no Clipper options here. So there is audio recording option, but there is no video recording options here because it's a web-based application. There we have another option called Edit in OneNote. What it's gonna do, it's gonna open your Windows application. All right. Here you've got sharing option. You can share your notebook. I wanna show you where these notebooks are stored. So if you click on this icon, and I'm gonna go to my OneDrive. I'm in the OneDrive now. I want to show you that where are these notebooks. Alright, so if I go to my documents, and down here you can see all my notebooks available here. General, DayCV, Java programming, Mirza notebook, all those notebooks are available here. And you can access other Microsoft services from here. So you can access Word, Excel, PowerPoint. You can access OneNote from here. Alright, so I'm gonna close that, and that's the difference between Windows application and a web-based application. Now let's have a look at the iPhone application for OneNote. Alright, okay, so this is our OneNote application on my iPhone, right? So I'm gonna explain that application on iPhone now. It's the same application on Android. It's not much different, so let's have a look. So if you click on this 3-line icon, you get your notification, recent notes. You got all your notebooks available here. I'm gonna go to my general notebook, and here I've got no section available, right? So I can create section by clicking on this plus sign, keep clicking on plus sign to create more sections. Well, I've got this new section, right? So I can click on it, maybe tap on it, and it's gonna give me delete, rename, move a password option. A password option is available in iPhone app, which is really cool. So I'm gonna rename that. Let's say type tutorial, let's say to this line. I'm going to add a page to it. You can add a page by tapping on this plus sign. It's going to give you 3 options: photo, list, and note. Alright, so I'm going to click on note, and here it's going to give me here I can type a title. Let's say tutorial OneNote. Alright, so I'm going to tap on return, which is gonna let me type now. So I can add picture from library, or I can take a picture to my OneNote, and I can add an audio recording. I can add a to-do list. Let's say I'll add to-do list, gonna keep adding that. I got my bullets and numbering option here. I've got my indentation. You can add bold, italic, and underline. So this is the attachment option available here as well. So if you click on it or tap on it, so you can add any kind of file available in your iCloud drive. Okay, so this is how you can create a notes in your phone application, which is really cool. I use it all the time for all my details. To delete that note, you can swipe your finger right to left, and you can delete that. You can click on you can tap on section, which is going to give you option delete, rename, move, and password, right? Let's go to our other notebooks. I'm gonna go to my university notebook. So I can share that, right? So I'm gonna tap on this option, and I've got 2 options here now: invite people to notebook, and I can copy link to notebook. So I'm gonna invite someone, right? So here I'm gonna type an email address, and I'm gonna give a permission to edit this notebook, or I can change that to maybe, let's say I can turn it off, so I can only view it now. Alright, so I'm gonna go back. Copy link is basically just a link which you can send by message or by email to share this notebook. So this is pretty simple application. It's very cool. And here you got option close notebook, view sync errors, or sync notebook right now. So I've got my notebooks available here. To create a notebook, you can click that plus sign, and it's gonna ask you to name and location. You can default location is OneDrive, so you can't change that. Alright guys, we pretty much covered everything about this tutorial. If there's any question, leave that question in the comments below and I will answer that. Thanks for watching, and I'll talk to you guys in the next video.